Good morning and welcome to a long overdue and, well, you guys have been missing it, a Tech Talk Tuesday that gets aired on Wednesday. And this has been something that's been stewing in my mind for the last couple of weeks, and that'd be a great thing to do. I've seen some bikes on the circuit that could use some education. I should say bikes that can use some help, and home garage mechanics that can use some education. So we're gonna dive into it. What we're gonna talk about is how to properly adjust and initially set up a Force 1 derailleur, or this would also apply to any of the clutch derailleurs from SRAM, with a small exception to the Eagle that does require an extra tool. But the most important step in all of this is to have yourself a nice 3mm Allen key. So let's dive in. I'm gonna skip the step about how to initially set your cable tension. We all know how to do that. You run it through, make sure you catch that loop in the backside. But now we've set it up, we've run through our shifting, and it just seems to be slow. We sort of chase the slow shift on the upside, so we roll our barrel adjuster to compensate for the slow movement coming up. But then when we come to shift down, it's slow coming back down as well. So what we want to do is adjust the almighty screw in the back. This is your B limit screw. Now, the most important part is to set your proper pulley distance. So in our easiest cog, at the very top of the cassette, we need to have the correct distance of the pulley wheel to the top cassette space, and that's going to allow it to shift smoothly. If it's too far away, it's going to be super slow coming back down the cassette, and if it's too close, it will not shift to the top cogs, because you're basically trying to sandwich and shove that pulley wheel into the cassette. Let's dive in. First, we're going to show a circumstance where it's too close. Now, can you hear that sound? That's the pulley wheel actually touching the cassette, right? So that's a big no-no. And we're gonna dive in and show how to adjust for each. And then the opposite side, say it's too far out, you're gonna find that it doesn't wanna come back down the cassette. So off of that top cog, doesn't want to shift, right? And then it wants to skip two. And it gets to be kind of lunky and clunky and just overall funkiness. So now we'll dive in and adjust. We're gonna look for that sound right there off the top cog. Not quite there yet. Still a little bit slow to drop down. So we're gonna drop this a little bit closer. Boom. Let's back it a little bit closer as well. There's that sound. So now we've gone too far. We know to add about 3/4 of a turn. See if it goes away. Still there a little bit, so maybe another quarter turn. And it is no longer there. You could vaguely say that you could hear it off the top cog, but that is not the case. Nice and smooth to every cog. Now if you come in close, now if we look, you can see that the chain makes a pretty straight line coming off the last tooth that it touches on the cassette, straight line into the pulley wheel, and then through the pulley wheel. You don't have this continuation of chain wrap on the cassette or premature disconnecting from the cassette where it might come down. So if we were to artificially bring that back, you can see that that's starting to get further and further away, causing some slow shifts, even to the point where that can spin freely if we were to go excessive. So nice and smooth straight chain line wrapping its way through. Gonna ensure smooth shifting. See if we can shift backwards here. Those two gears, when shifting between 1 and 2, are the most important and telltale indicators for a properly adjusted B tension screw. If it's shifting well there, it's almost going to guarantee to shift well throughout the rest of the cogs. All right, so hopefully that helps you guys understand a little bit more on how to adjust a clutch derailleur. Type 2.1 SRAM clutch derailleurs on Force 1, Rival 1, Apex 1, any of the 11-speed XX1, XO1, all that stuff. Eagle is a little bit different. It requires a special tool that actually does the magic for you. You insert this into the pulley wheel and it'll show you where that cog should sit. The Eagle B-gap tool. We use that all the time at the shop, and if you're not setting up an Eagle derailleur with that, you're doing it wrong. As far as 11-speed goes for off-road systems, hopefully that helps you understand it, and the mighty 3mm is all you need. I think that's gonna be it for a Tech Talk Tuesday. If you've got a Force 1, Rival 1, Apex 1 style clutch derailleur, and you've been having some signs of slow shifting, hopefully this helps. If not, maybe look to more obvious. When was the last time you replaced your cables and housing? That's a important thing too. Chain cassette wear looking good. So for this Tech Talk Tuesday that gets aired on Wednesday, we will see you guys tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, but you'll... Anyways, YouTube space-time continuum continues. That's gonna be it. It's a wrap. We will see you guys tomorrow. Over and out.